Hello everybody, I'm back with another video for you today, and since I'm kind of in the mood of trying to try hard and see what happens, I'm not entirely confident it's going to go too well, but I want to give it a shot and see what it's like and see how high we can go. I'm going to be playing some more Witcher Northern Realms today, see how many games we play with this, maybe 3, 4, maybe more, maybe less, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I kind of want to keep you guys kind of in the know about where my scores are at and how high I'm climbing and stuff like that. Maybe that'll be interesting to you. So I'll show any losses, any wins, everything during this sort of climb, and yeah, I'll update you guys if I play games that aren't recorded or on stream or whatever. Then I'll say, hey, we lost this game, that game, this is my score right now. So after this little look at the deck, we'll jump into my ranked scores so you can see where we're at the moment. It's a bit rough. I lost quite a few games at the start of the season. The start of the season is usually quite a bit harder than later on because you've got all the people that stayed on Pro Ladder, the top 500 players effectively in the world, are the ones playing on the ladder early on. But yeah, got a nice little version of the Uprising here without Yrden, without any tool removal, which might come to hurt us. But I am able to run Care, Set, Ren, as well as Witcher Ranger oils to remove stuff. So should be a decent deck. We'll see how it can perform, and let's just have a quick look at the scores before we jump right in. Alright, so far we're definitely in the gutter with Nilfgaard. Have only lost games with Nilfgaard so far this patch. Scoia'tel as well, not too good. I probably won't end up playing Scoia'tel. Basically the way this works is I'm going to play 4 factions, and we've got to try to get to sort of 2,600 probably on each of these factions. That's a good place to aim for. Now each win or loss is going to give you maybe minus or plus 10, like 7 to 10 points, something like that. So yeah, basically we've got a bit of a climb ahead of us. We've got to win a few games to catch up on monsters and Nilfgaard, and I'll probably play some Skellige at some point as well, but for now we're going to focus a bit on Northern Realms, try to push that score up and do the first sort of 25 placement games. So let's jump into some games and see if we can win. Okay, we're going to start things off with a bit of a Lippy. This is a matchup that I think I'm quite comfortable with.
Is it worth it?
Blue coin is a bit tricky, so we're going to have to really try to escape the round. We can maybe play Griffin Witcher and boost it, although that's always a bit scary to do because of the potential for Curse of Corruption, Heatwave. But okay, so what do we want to mulligan? Probably Vesemir. We're not going to play them early here. It's definitely our finishers, the Witchers. And aside from that, Ranger can be very nice to help against Ceres actually. Scytheman in round 1 probably won't be too good, so I'll get rid of that. Okay, so how do we want to start things off here? We could go for a Care Seren actually, and maybe take a Witcher Adept. That might be a good play. Kind of hard to get for the opponent to remove it instantly, so I think I'm going to go for that. Seems not a bad shout. And then of course we've got Target Practice, we've got Mutation. I might play a Berengar actually. Before going for the Griffin Witcher, because that way we can avoid Curse of Corruption. And we really have to win this round, that's kind of key, I think. If we're not able to do that, then it's going to be a bit tricky to survive here, I think. Okay, so probably the Witcher is getting removed a lot of the time here. I'm half tempted to use the Crystal Skull on it, because if it gets removed it's not that bad for us. But probably here we just go for Mutation, right? And we can always play another one of these with Amphibious Assault if we want it. So that'll probably be our next play, I would imagine. And we'll take Erland here, I think. And we'll throw back the Scytheman for now.
Its sticks spin around and smash you.
Always going on about this Mark fella.
And we can use the Care Seren, right? Why not? Get the Witchers. We'll definitely play them at some point. Buffed up, get those guys ready. So here comes the kill. And then we can go with an Amphibious Assault into another one. Or we can do Erland first. Yeah, probably Erland first is fine. We get an extra point.
This won't be Witchers, not Marauders.
An AA, and then we'll try to do our Griffin Witcher with Crystal Skull, and hopefully we'll have enough sort of tempo to keep us in the game at that point. It's a bit annoying that the hunter is just activating for free value, but what can you do?
I promise you a quick death.
We're 2 hunters now, it's not too much fun. Okay, we'll do a Griffin Witcher Adept, who probably is going to get dealt with.
Getting down's another matter.
But then at least we've got Griffin Witcher with the Veil to hopefully survive. Here comes Curse. Always the fun of of Lippy on a red, isn't it? Alright.
Can't see it getting any better than
Might be tough here because these engines are getting him basically the same as one Griffin Witcher. At this stage, we've got Mentor, which might be useful to find something good. Bit scared of Ceres coming down. We basically got to hope that their hand is a bit wonky. That's definitely going to be the hope here. But it looks like they've got the good stuff, no bricks.
No rest, no reprieve.
Which is quite scary. We might have to go a card down here in order to survive. It's pretty likely. So next, I think it is just Mentor, isn't it? Play Mentor and then
Up the tree you go, lad. Quick now.
it's
Retrieve my
Natalis that
bolt.
we draw. That's actually quite good at this stage. We can probably put target practice back. Doesn't really achieve anything for us. And we can go Natalis into an oil as a potential play. Deal with this hunter. Help us, you know, stay in the round. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to win it. Depends how bad their hand is. If they've got a lot of playable cards, then we're probably losing on even. I mean, we always can click the Erland, but I really don't want to do that if it's possible to avoid it. So we've got a 9-point play. I mean, we're basically committed to going cards down, although our Griffin Witcher can be pretty nasty here. Can do quite a lot of damage. Quite a lot of stuff done if we keep playing. So we're going to play the Natalis now. Smash that. Witch is going to begin shooting now, so we're going to get some value back, 3 per turn. Be really nice if we can hit the hunter, but yeah. Probably end up just playing a whole hand out and hopefully it's enough. Eventually they're going to have like Lippy maybe, which they can't play. They might be not too excited to do like a Heat Wave or... I don't know. There's probably quite a few cards they can play here. Maybe they have some bricks like Skirmishers or something, which we can use to our advantage. But they might also just pass here because they decide, wait, I might not get a card if I continue pushing now against Griffin Witcher. But no, it looks like it will be a Scold.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Our Ranger's going to be a really nice play towards the end here, along with Berengar. Maybe Leo. Just some pretty strong plays while we're trying to catch up with the Witcher. Ooh, and he doesn't have a Skirmisher there. That's... Ooh, wow, discarding a Witcher. That's very interesting. Alright, I suppose now we can go the Ranger.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. If not,
Pretty huge.
we can
Just
put
because we
this
might be killing units now and weakening this from our, you know, our regular Witcher. So we've kind of got back, just due to the Griffin Witcher surviving, we've kind of got ourselves back into this round. We'll have to see if it's actually enough. Berengar and Leo are pretty solid plays here, so they're going to have some really nasty stuff. Lugos is pretty good.
For the clan! For Skelliger!
I'll say that much. We always have the backup click Erland if we really have to do it, but prefer not to. Okay, so that's the points that they've got. I don't think they can get any more here. Oh, they're shooting it. They killed our Erland. Okay, that's a bit wonky. Makes things a bit interesting. We'll play Berengar now, because why not?
call one of the 2 sides. The rest will
Kill
fall
the
into
Knickers. Perfect. Not really any need, I think, to switch the strength around. Killed the Hunter, finally. Okay, we're hanging on here, we're hanging on. We're quite a bit ahead, and we have a Leo that we can play if we need to get out of the round. And if we win this round, we're almost certainly winning the game, because our leader is so much better than theirs, if we can get to round 3. Ceres, Ceres is basically accounted for by the Witcher trio that we have. We'll see though. Henkaduk's pretty huge. Might be causing us a loss uneven here.
All that dancing around.
Now we can actually just take a pass here and say, you know what, I think this is my chance to get out of here, because the Griffin Witcher will activate. The Henkaduk's kind of too big. I think we have to just take a pass here. It's a bit annoying, but we should be able to defend the push now. We've got quite a few good cards from them. And we're probably getting another pretty good card here. Burner Bran. Ooh, this could be really bad for them if they have to discard some good cards. You know, like Lippy, for example. Oh! They discarded the Lippy with Burner. That's so funny. Wow, we just absolutely got them there. Put them in a really tough spot. And that's what you got to do in this matchup, just play the round out. Alright, very good. Getting some MMR, you see it's going to go up. However much. Only 7 points at the moment. So, gonna take a while to get those points up. Let's jump into another game and see if we can win again. Alright, more Skellige. This time gonna be some warrior Skellige, not your ritual crazy stuff. So similar kind of ideas here. Get rid of Lambert, I think, and probably a Scytheman as well. It's quite nice that we've got double oil. That will help us push round 1, I think. We've got quite a lot of decent plays. We've got Adept here, Keldar if we need it. We can take again Erland. We've got AA as well, which is always good. No Crystal Skull being used. Okay. Definitely going to kill that boat then. And they might use it on the second one if they have to. Not sure how this matchup is actually. Whether it's good, bad, whatnot. I think I might just kill the longship as well here, guys. It's just a bit of an annoying engine because it can potentially kill our Griffin Witcher Adept. Ideally we can get this guy down, and we might even be making their plays a little bit awkward here. Probably not. It's usually going to be cards they can go with. However, I am feeling like Amphibious Assault might be really nice here. I suppose we can go Griffin Witcher, see if we get a Blood Eagle from them.
The sword finishes him off.
If we do, then we can probably just go with a regular Adept. And if we don't, well, see what happens. It's going to be quite hard to win this round, I feel. So probably just have to try our luck in round 3 against them. See if we can do it. Okay, so we don't have to play AA yet, that's cool. Can wait on it. Maybe even get extra Keldar value if everything goes well. Okay, raiding fleet is fine. It's a little bit annoying, but we're at least getting a lot of the engines from them. I'm a bit scared of like Harold and stuff around 3. It's always quite nasty to deal with. I think we'll put the Scytheman back, because it's not likely to be very good this round at all.
Easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
Okay, so far so good. It's probably gonna die, this Adept. We could go with the Keldar now. It probably also dies, although the fact that they're using Vabiorn here is a little bit encouraging, I will say. So I think I'm going to go with Keldar. It might actually live.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a buffoon.
We can go for an Amphibious Assault after to get some extra value. We also want to play Erland this round. It's getting a bit weird. It's getting a bit weird. It might have also... yeah, maybe it was just correct to... yeah, just actually have that. That's a bit of a pain. That's a bit of a pain. So we could go with the Amphibious Assault now. I think we have to do it in order to have much of a chance of winning the round here.
I can see Kaio V from here.
With the Erland, anyway. We'll see. If we can win this round, we're in pretty good shape, I think. Especially since we won't have committed too much. We'll have played the Keldar, which is something, but... Oh, Champion's Charge. That's rough, man. That's rough. Oh, that's really rough. Okay, we might just have to take the pass at this point. Don't feel like there's too much I can do here. Damn it. Wondering if there's any way I should have played it differently. Possibly we should have just gone with Erland and not the AA. Hard to say. At least we can play him next round. It's not the end of the world. It's very hard to beat this deck on when they're on blue coin, I feel. There's so many engines. But yeah. Alright, we'll get rid of Scytheman and the Witcher Ranger, I think. Okay. Got a nice dry pass play at least with the Erland.
This world needs witchers, not marauders.
We'll see. 8 card around. It's probably going to be tough, guys. It's probably going to be tough. We haven't really got too much from them. It's going to be Harold. Yeah, I think we're probably in bad shape here, but I think we need blue coin actually against Patricidal Fury. That's my assessment. Get rid of Witcher, and ooh, I'm not a huge fan of target practice here. Probably take a mulligan. It's a bit risky, but we have to take a risk here to have a chance, I think. Alright, what's going to be first here? We don't really have too many plays. I guess it's just AA into a Griffin Witcher, actually. Or we could Geralt into Griffin Witcher. What's Geralt going to be used for otherwise, right? So we probably do Geralt for Griffin Witcher here. And hope it doesn't die to Stunning Blow. It might. That would be pretty bad. So should we add...
For honor. And
do
for
one
con.
leader charge? That's probably okay. We can always Berengar next turn if it does die. It's going to be a bit tricky this one, especially with the adrenaline. Yeah, scoia'tel as well, isn't there? Not only Stunning Blow, bit of a rough one. Okay, Berengar time and then
No, no. You can't just sacrifice it.
I think we're just in bad shape here. At least we delayed the Herald a little bit. That's something, right? That's something.
Up and at him, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead. Kill the sons, steal the
Alright,
lasses.
Vesemir. Just got to play them on adrenaline, basically.
Enough.
That's the way forward. We're hoping we hit a Witcher with the Mentor. I suppose I could have Mentored and used Geralt to pull Vesemir. I wonder if that would have been a better way to do things. It could have backfired on us, though, is the problem.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
Okay, we got a Witcher, so that wouldn't have worked too well, what I was suggesting there. We might be okay here. Let's see. See how many units we can get boosted up. We might have to use an early leader to get the most out of out of our stuff here. Yeah. They've got quite a bit more engine value than us, but we have payoff and they don't necessarily, so might be okay. It's just generally there's a lot of damage and that can really weaken our side.
It's not for me.
Which is a bit annoying. Okay, let's just Witchers and chill for now.
Getting to work.
Just relax. It's looking bad at the moment, it's looking very bad. No Hjalmar target at the least. Still got Blood Eagle, just waiting to kind of take away a bunch of our boosted units. We'll probably have to really go for the boost, I think, this turn now.
Double the coin and consider it done.
I think we've got to go for it, in all honesty.
Parrying arrows mid-fight. I really ought to try that.
Okay, and where else do we want to fire these? We want to actually not put them on the Lambert, because he's basically already gone. So I think we put them here and here. Get the Sidemen.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
Morkvarg is nasty. We could play Ranger, but it's not going to be any better than the Scytheman in terms of getting wrecked. We could play Natalis, I suppose, if we're scared about Morkvarg, but I think we just have to basically go all in and get as much boost stuff going as possible. We have a lot of points here. Possibly we'll make it. Possibly. Morkvarg's going to come in and negate one of our guys. Which is why we play that AA first and then Scytheman from hand. So a little bit less value for them at least. Blood Eagle coming, probably a Handle. I wonder if I could have played around that at all. Oh, it's Morkvarg. And I guess Handle at the end here. I don't think we're winning this one. I don't think we're winning it. It might be close, but... Nah, Leader and Handle's way too much. Yeah, I don't think we can win like longer rounds against warriors. We'd have to bleed them to have a chance. Need to win round 1, and it can be really hard to do that when they have blue coin. So it's tricky.
Wanna know why I'm got
I think it's just, yeah, quite a bad matchup, honestly. But alright. Reset our progress a little bit and we can jump into another game. See if we can get some more wins flowing. Happens. But we're learning stuff as well. Might just be a bad matchup, might just be you need to win round 1 at all costs. Anyway, let's jump into another one. More Skellige. People definitely a fan of Skellige at the moment. It's one of the better factions for sure. Going to be Lippy this time in red coin, so a bit different to the first game. We have maybe a bit harder to win round 1 on some level, but also not going to be threatened with a loss on even at any point, which is nice. Let's go to Scytheman then. Yeah, I think both Scythemen can go. Not a bad hand. We've got Erland, which is always nice to see.
I promise you a quick death.
Can boiling oil that guy, of course. Might have a second, in which case we're not going to be able to kill it, and that can be really annoying in terms of allowing the opponent to kill my adepts, and in general get a little bit more value out of engines, although it looks here like maybe they don't have another one. I might just oil the bear, in all honesty. A little bit of extra value from oil. Maybe shut down their proactivity a bit. Gonna do it actually. 6 for 5. Decent oil value against Lippy. Might be useful later against a hunter, but if they have another hunter they can always TA it now, so... Okay, getting rid of that. Go Griffin Witcher next. Griffin Witcher or Erland first. Doesn't matter too much. This can get Lugost, but
And for coin.
Not really too scared of a Lugos. Probably just go with Erland and then pass, something like that. And just defend a bit of a push from the opponent. And at some level there's merit to keeping that oil for round 2 so that the hunter can't be used. But not sure it matters too much. Okay, that's a pretty low tempo play. We can go with that Erland now.
A witcher with no honor is no brother of mine.
And we'll probably just save our adepts and Keldar and stuff for round 2 defending the push. Missing quite a few key cards like the Vesemir, the Mutation, the Quen.
Don't you pester me.
At least we've got the Erland down round 1. If we can... There's kind of merit to pushing a bit more, but at the same time we don't want to overextend. Yeah, probably just passing here is good. See what it's like not winning round 1. Definitely going to have a lot of tempo coming at us in round 2 because they haven't really played many good cards, but at least we've got the Erland out, carryover. It's kind of key, I think. Alright, Witcher in hand, do we want him? Potentially, we might need to play it in this round in order to be okay. We could mulligan Mentor, but Mentor's a nice carryover play later if we can get it to work. So I'm not really sure what to mulligan here, maybe just an Adept. We might want to have it though. Tricky. Target practice probably isn't super great, so I guess I can get rid of it. Leo, okay, Berengar. I definitely want the Vesemir, so we need to mulligan something. I guess Eskel, in case we brick. Got the Vesemir, that's good. I think we'll be able to defend the push without the witches. We've always got Mentor to look for them if we need it.
Crack and eat me ghoulies. Looky here.
Alright, this is interesting. Wonder if I go Keldar now. It's probably not a good idea. Let's just go
Knights
with
get
Griffin
princesses and we
Witcher.
get what? Bloody streakers!
Just thinking it might be nice, and to go for the resupply value since I don't have any other way to get Witcher students at the moment, other than Keldar. But it's probably okay to, just wait it out a little bit. Gonna get Lugost. Okay, it's a bit painful, but not the end of the world. I suppose we can just go with an Adept, kind of to stall a little bit. Probably won't be dying anytime soon.
Hey, I can see Kaio Seren from here.
Kind of just delay a bit. Maybe play a Berengar. Well, in some way we can make their hand a bit awkward some of the time here. Okay. I think it's just Keldar now, because it's going to turn on pretty soon. At which point we're going to be kind of laughing.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a buffoon.
It should be living. Could have buffed it once, but Stunning Blow is really the only thing that deals with it anyway. At the moment. And yeah, we can go for all sorts of things with Natalis. Probably just going to be a into, maybe a ranger, something like that.
I'll cleave you in two, you will.
He's probably going to want to kill this now. Part of me wants to just transform him, actually. Which is kind of funny, but... is there any way we can protect him? We could protect him with target practice. I wonder if that's worth it. It feels like it might be. Interesting. Then we don't get AA for round 3 as well. I don't know if that's worth it ever. I'm gonna try it. I think it might be here. It's a bit of a weird one, but
Why don't train on the comb?
get a lot of value from this play, so I'm gonna do it. We just don't want to get too owed here, that's the key thing. And if we can get to round 3 with our Witcher trio, I think we're safe, because our leader will be worth a lot of points with that as well. Actually going for the 50-50 Curse of Corruption, Jesus. People are crazy, let me tell you. People are absolutely crazy. We're getting a very nice Vesemir play now. We can play Griffin Witcher for more carryover. I think now they're in a really bad spot. A card up. Yeah, that Curse of Corruption was just not any good. Good to know that if we did play AA, it would have got cursed, which wouldn't have been too good. So I think we made the right call here. Boosting the Keldar. I think that was the right thing to do in the end. Let's go with Mentor, it is enough points.
To slay dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
And what do we want to hold on to here? We could probably mulligan land, but I think we're not getting too owed here, right? It's pretty safe. Pretty safe situation. We've got a pretty monstrous Scytheman. We could use leader if they go completely all in here. I'm not sure that's going to be needed at all. And yeah, our Berengar's also very big. I think we should...
What's going on about this Mark fella? That there is a prize-winning cow.
No problem.
Ribbon.
Showing those Lippies who's boss. This is a much better matchup than the Patricidal Fury
Time for some
shenanigans, I think. It's actually playing Lippy now as well, which is not very good value really. Just go with the Scytheman to take it. Alright. Then we've got Leo. Presumably we're going to draw Witches. If we somehow don't, that would be quite bad news. But there's 4 cards in our deck which are effectively a Witcher, so I think it's pretty much impossible not to get them at this point. Alright, solid hand, I suppose. It's pretty decent. We'll keep it. It probably could have been slightly better actually, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. We're gonna kind of stomp the opponent here, I think. We even have Geralt into Ranger
Of that world.
as a counter, a pretty nice counter to Ceres, because the Ranger gets big buff. So yeah, just a bit of a stomp here, I think. A little bit of a stomp. We'll go for a Leo now. We missed some value, but
One more time. Now, try
it
throwing
really
three.
matters which way round we do this. Both are getting us quite a lot of value.
Careful there.
Just feels good being able to beat Lippy. It's never been like the I mean, it often isn't the strongest deck,
Wounded monster's dead
even
now,
when it's
you
played a
might
lot in a season, but yeah. It's always one of those decks that feels unfair on red coins sometimes. Feels good to smash it up a little bit. But yeah, so far I think I'm probably going to play Warriors if when I play Skellige myself. Pretty straightforward win there, guys. Obviously the curse didn't help them, but I think they were in a bad spot regardless of that particular play. Alright, so where are we at now? We're basically back up to where we were before, I suppose, 409. Let's get into another game and see if we can win again. Alright, bit of precision strike. Interesting one, interesting one. They might be quite heavy on the control. I think having control of the game and winning round 1 would be very nice for us, but then again, quite a carryover heavy hand. Interestingly. Get rid of Scytheman and Scytheman, I think, and decide what to do exactly. Might be that we throw away the Lambert. This could be a really, really powerful hand, potentially. This Tiger's kind of annoying. I think I'm just going to start with Erland on front, and he'll be the basis for our
suffering bound.
developing some units to play around this Tiger. So it's going to be some uninteractive stuff, I guess. Control heavy. Gonna definitely want to get a foothold in round 1 and use that to survive. Hopefully can keep an Adept alive, that would help us a lot.
Yeah, I work for the pointy ears.
Okay.
Better than working for humans.
That's okay. Yeah, looks to me like just Witcher Adept now. Can transform Erland.
from here.
And now we're a little bit safe. They're probably going to go for, of course, Leader Charge Rebuke or something, right? That's okay. Northern Wind, Maddock. Okay, Maddock deck, guys. That's a bit scary. That is a bit scary. So possibly we just abandon front row now and go back. How viable is that? We have a Witcher that needs to go on front. Bit of a problem. Gosh, it's going to get a bit hairy. Playing against Maddock is a bit of a tough one, I think. We might have to actually play our Witchers round 1. That's something to consider. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Seems like we need to play... Do we need to just commit Witchers now? Can that be correct? Maybe it is. Maybe it is, guys. Scared of Salmon, though. To me, it doesn't feel like there's a great play either way here. Maybe it's just a target practice to wait a little bit.
I'm much better at that.
I'm a bit annoyed that the Maddock will get value here, though. But I suppose we maybe just have to wait. Maybe we're just locked into playing on front row, because otherwise the Tiger gets too much value. We might want to use the... Oh, okay, he's actually allowing me to go into back now. That's interesting. That is interesting. We could also just play Selective Mutation, which I quite like. Seems like a good point to play it, right? A good time to do that. Yeah, I like it. So do we want Keldar? We probably want Quen here, right? Quen is just great. And we can put back our Witcher.
You gotta be quick. You gotta dodge. You gotta have the...
God, this is so interesting. They can, of course, still Cataclysm in the front row and just annihilate my guys. Oh, this is a bit spooky. It's a bit spooky. I want to get down my my mentor now, I think. I think that's the next play. Give us a bit of survivability, hopefully. On my units. Ooh. My Erland died, which is a bit of a shame.
Not much left.
They have a lot of points right now. I think if they pass, I'm actually in a bit of a troubling position. Yeah, 22. How exactly would we get there? I mean, we have to win this round, I think. That's not really negotiable. I do want to definitely play... I think I want to play... God, what do I want to play with my Kersaran? Probably an Adept? Bloody hell, I don't know. I just don't know. We could go to front row now as well, if we want to just forsake the Witcher student to the Maddock. Could try that. It's a bit of a nightmare, really. Maybe it's just AA time. Ah! This is a real nightmare, guys. I think we do have to go Witchers now on front. It's kind of the only play I'm seeing. Leave the back row, go front row Witchers. It's a lot of our power gone though.
Negotiating, I understand.
But at least we're still in the round, right? It's got to be pretty important, I feel. The tiger's so nasty, dude. It just makes life really, really tough. Okay, I think we're in a position to make a bit of a comeback in this round now. I hope. We're passively taking a lot of points of damage here. It's a very interesting matchup though. With Maddock and stuff. Is it going to be another bomb played? Just a northern wind. Okay, hopefully Maddock goes on back. Yes, that's good. That's very good news. I guess it's now time just for a Griffin Witcher to be played. Could also go for a Mentor. Could even go for Keldar as well, but... Oh, interesting. Maybe it's Kersaran? Yeah, let's do Kersaran. For an Adept, I think.
Can I come down now?
In case our guys get damaged. He's got a shield as well. Might just be nice. Bloody hell, I'm like far behind on points actually. I'm not even sure I have it here if they pass. We've got Geralt into Leo, which is pretty decent. Especially if we use Kersaran, but I'm not sure how many points it'll be. Heat Wave. Oh my. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Gosh, what a game, guys. What a game. I'm actually just so confused about what to do here. What do I buff up? What do I do here? We want to Kersaran, right? But for a Witcher, probably for Keldar, I suppose, or for this Griffin Witcher. I don't know. I guess we'll do it on Keldar. And then maybe we just play a Berengar now, or an Amphibious Assault. Probably it's Amphibious Assault time, I think. Jesus. Amphibious Assault on 2 Griffin Witcher, right? Get in there, lad. Stick it to the man. There we go. Oh gosh. We might be winning the round here. But we've used so much to do it. I'm not sure the opponent has. Not sure what more they've got up their sleeve. They might have Novigradian Justice. There's Curse. Okay. Okay. Interesting. There's Leader. Bloody hell. They really want to win the round. Huh. god, that's interesting. They basically have 9 extra points here. I don't think we can do this without using leader as well. Fucking hell. Are they going to beat us round 3 if we just go round 3? They've used so much here. Heatwave, Curse. Yes, there can be Maddock, but I'm not going to interact with them anyway. I think I just pass. We got the leader from them. I might be mistaken and we might just be getting smacked by like a Glace or something here. I don't know. I'm hoping that we're just proactive enough and on our own side of the board enough to be okay here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I like the hand. I like the hand. We've got everything we need so far. It's basically perfect. Although they're going to dry pass actually. But playing Natalis is fine. We can play it for a target practice. Thin a bad card out of the deck. We can also play a Boiling Oil, which is probably even better.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
Because it's even worse. We don't want to draw into it. Okay. So now... who's winning? That's the question. We've got a big Keldar and he's used all of his tool removal, I think. So I'm banking on the fact that Keldar is just going to be impossible to deal with. And that's what's going to win us the game. Also, he can't leader to kill Adepts anymore, right? Okay. I kind of want to go for... kind of want to get rid of target practice here. It's not super useful. Oil's gotta go, alright. Got a Mentor, not the worst, but not entirely what I was looking for. Let's start with a Griffin Witcher.
Knights get princesses and we get what?
Of course.
Bloody Striegers!
The Mentor's probably just a 7, isn't it? It's not too bad, but... not too great either. Let me say that. Not too great. Alright, we can play this. So they're just going to try to be uninteractive, but I don't think we care that much because we have a lot of our own points and a lot of our own plays that are just decent here. So we're going to Griffin Witcher first and then try to grab Keldar? Is that the way? Nah, it doesn't make any sense. We just play Mentor as a, you know, or whatever. A kind of whatever play. Alright, we probably just transform Geralt, even though it's a bit weird. Because we want to keep this guy at a kind of safe strength, right? So Keldar, come and help the team out there, mate. Probably put it back row, I don't know. Maybe front is fine. I'll put it back because I'm scared of... I know I'm giving Maddock value,
must know
but
the answer, surely.
it is what it is.
Always going on about
So we'll
this
do
art
this
fella.
to play around another Purify Bomb. Could be a
The
thing.
windmill. Its sticks spin around and smash you.
This is very interesting. Not sure who's winning exactly, but... yeah, we also don't want him to like move Berengar and kill it for free, so we should have Witches on both rows, I think. We can also play around Lacerate and stuff, right? This way. Okay, he's trying to kill my Keldar. What a brute. Alright, we might actually have to... oh, this is interesting.
Climbing's the easy
I really don't want him to kill my
Down's another
Keldar.
matter.
I really don't want him to do that. But in order for them not to kill it, we'd have to double buff him, right? And that also doesn't seem too great. I guess we can go Berengar and double buff. I think it's an okay play.
No, oh no, no, no. You can't just sacrifice it.
Ah, should have listened to my old lady.
I think we're winning though, right? Like, look how many points we have here. 40 points to 5 at the moment. Don't think there's any way they're catching up. A little bit spooky at times to be against movement, not movement, you know, uninteractive decks, but played around all their cards pretty nicely. They get the Moondust now, but it's probably too late, isn't it? Go Mentor.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
We might actually pull the ranger, probably not.
Loaded the pendulum.
Sideman is
Much
just going to be
better at
better,
that.
so Mentor is basically just a 7-point card here, but it's fine. We got all of their stuff early on in the game, really. The curse and the heatwave being the big two. They're going to have some big plays at the end here, probably. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Held our own against the Maddock,
Ha ha! Leave it to us.
which is always good news. Alright.
One more time. Now, try throwing 3.
We've got to dodge. We've got to
40
have them.
points up. I think we've got this one in the bag. Witches is just really good when it gets to do what it wants to do, you know? Has a ton of points in a ton of different ways.
Just great.
It's got spores, actually. Interesting. Not going to be enough, I'm afraid, mate.
But I don't train on the cone. I hate it. The windmill.
Not going to be enough.
Spin around and smash.
Witcher army is successful, I think, in this particular game. Very nice. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Positive win rate, positive climb. And yeah, we're getting some points now. Let's play one more for today, I think, and see if we can get a final win here. Alrighty, guys. Bit of Deadeye ambush now.
My
Interesting
folk have
one.
suffered much.
To see what this is going to be. I think it will be a lot harder for them to deal with adepts here, so hopefully we can get some nasty value from them. Get rid of my Vesemir. Oh, land as a draw. Beautiful, beautiful. Don't really have any ways to get value from Witcher adepts right now, which is a bit weird. So I might mulligan one. Not sure how useful they're going to be this round, actually. This hand looks pretty decent. I'll say that. Looks pretty decent. Wonder what this will be. It might just be movement, I guess. That's a bit of an annoying
Have
card.
you seen a fuse lying about, have you?
We can start with Erland and negate any real
We've to
problem.
rise above, go beyond, become more.
Should probably put him on back row, but whatever.
Never
And maybe we just play Adept in order to tank the shot here. That seems somewhat reasonable. Let's do that.
Hey, I can see Kaio from here.
Probably shouldn't play on front because of Gezraz later on, but it's fine. Okay,
May your sword and arm be one.
so if he gives me another shielded unit, he allows me to shield my guy. Feels good. Question is, what's the next play? Do we want to pull a... We want to pull something? There's not too much going on. We could Griffin Witcher, but it's not exactly looking great. I think I'll just play Berengar. Thinking, is there going to be movement? There could be a Dragoon, which would be really nasty. Maybe we just play a Witcher and hope he doesn't hit with the Minor.
Bolt softens them up. The
With the
sword
Pyrotechnician
finishes them
rather.
off.
I think that's the play. It's really the only option here. No! How lucky can you be? The 1 in 3 goes horribly wrong for us. Oh well.
Dole! Blathana!
What can you do, am I right? What can you do? Give this guy a shield again.
Retrieve the bolt, I know, I'm on it.
Juggle shields around. Not super useful, but... Cat Witcher.
Yeah, I work for the pointy ears. Better than working for humans.
Crikey, okay, it's getting a bit tricky to win here, isn't it? Guess we can play Vesemir now for carryover at least. But yeah, it's getting a little bit difficult.
Old for this shit.
Should probably play one on back row, but then again, Witcher value is there. I don't know who wins long round between movement and Witchers. I don't know who wins it. Could see both winning. I imagine they're probably quite looking quite strong with Gezraz and such, right?
We're the best regiment in the whole plowing north.
Ooh, I don't know, mate. This is just it's a bit rough. Can we get that many points? I don't know. I just don't know. Doesn't look very doable. Maybe Berengar, Leo, Berengar Amphibious Assault. Nah, it doesn't look very doable to me. I think we've got to pass here. Wish I could play Mentor. But yeah, I think we just pass and see what's... I don't really know what to make of this. As a matchup, it would be interesting to see whether we win long rounds or not. Quite happy to just see what the score is, see whether we win. It's going to be a very engine heavy round 3, but then again, I mean, we're also pretty engine heavy round 3 in many respects. I guess I'll just mulligan away, probably... Get rid of, that's the question. Maybe Mentor. Probably doesn't do a whole lot. Okay. Oh, they're going to push us. That's very interesting. That might help. That might help our situation quite a bit, actually. Go with just an Adept, I think. I mean, this is a card that we kind of want to hold on to, but at the same time, we can always get one more with Kaio V possibly, so perhaps it'd be okay.
Always going on about this Mark fella.
Let's see how it goes here. Gonna have an Neuromancy to another one of these guys. So do we kill one here? I think we probably do. I think we probably do, actually. It's just 2 points per turn's a bit spooky. It's a bit spook. We can pull Geralt Quen, which is of course pretty great. Not sure what I'll put back. Possibly Vesemir. Possibly Vesemir. And we can decide whether we take Keldar or whatnot. Quite interesting. Oh, we're getting a big play here. Opponent's basically telegraphing they're going like all in almost. They're going all in. So I think we're always taking Quen. And part of me wants to put back Vesemir actually. Put back the Ranger. Ranger's going to be quite nice value for a bronze in this particular round. That being said, we could potentially AA it. I kind of don't mind that. Let's do that. Let's keep all our options open, basically, yeah?
Climbing's the easy bit.
Keep all the options on the table here, because I think we're going to go Keldar pretty soon. I don't know, we might want to shield him before, you know, play him on Adrenaline 3, basically. So not next play, but the play after. Might be the way forward here. I'm probably looking to finish with AA. I think if we can get a short round 3, we're just winning. So this opponent might be bleeding himself into a loss. We'll see. This is very, very scary, it must be said. No doubt about it. But I think now we just play... I think we'd now have to play Witches, right? It's probably having to be played. Suppose we could go Berengar first, possibly. I think Witches now are good. They're not presenting a very good target for the opponent to hit with Waylay. And then we've got Keldar, should we need it. Oh my god, what is that?
Judge me? How dare you?
Okay, Gaetan, interesting. Just trying to remove our buffs, I guess. Oh, this is getting real interesting, isn't it? Okay, we always transform. I mean, part of me wants to take Ranger, actually, with Quen. It might be better. Might be better. Yeah, I kind of like that approach. Because Keldar's kind of had his time already, right? And it's also quite a good round 3 play, so I think we'll just chill for the moment. Maybe we can play it if we really need it, but right now I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. The Gezraz isn't really doing anything.
Hush, little monster. Don't growl a word.
Oh, wait, it is. It's hitting this back row. What the hell? It's pretty nutty. So do we kill this? It's probably we have to kill it. Gosh, what an interesting game this is turning out to be.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
Oil that baddie. Oil him up. There we go.
Retrieve the
We're still very much not dead. We've got leader. Got this Quen available. We've got a big Leo as well. Leo's going to be monstrous. Pretty interesting. Are they going to go all in here or not all in? That's the question.
We will not
It's a pretty big one.
For the daisy of the valley!
Okay, they're going to leave 2 leader charges. Interesting. Very interesting. Gosh, how many points do we get from this? Units, so basically 11, 10, because this gets buffed, so we're getting 10 plus 4, 14, so we can do it with leader and Geralt, or we can hold the leader. It's pretty fascinating. We can keep the Quen and go Leo plus, yeah, maybe that's the way. Yeah, maybe that's the way. Keep the Quen, go Leo.
Parrying arrows mid-fight.
And leader.
I really ought to try that.
I think this is enough. I surely hope so. Alright, so we don't have a leader, but we have an extra card. We've held on to our really good Geralt card. This is kind of our last power play, really. And I think Leo is just not going to be that great next round. But on the other hand, the Keldar has potential to be really freaking good here. Let's get rid of Ranger. I think it won't do much. Mentor might. Mentor might be an 8. It's probably the best thing we've got here. Let's hold on to this. And we'll of course go Keldar first. That's a no-brainer. It's really a no-brainer. Shielded Keldar. Obviously only really Heatwave going to deal with it.
Sticks spin around and smash you.
If they even have it. And if not, this is just a really... Oh, they have it. Okay, that's annoying. We do lose quite a bit of value as a result, but okay, we can do Mentor next.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
Ooh, do we get rid of this? Probably not. I think we get rid of Target Practice. Because he's got a buff, so he's never that bad, and Target Practice is maximum a 6, whereas this guy's probably bigger, right? Yeah, he's also 6, but he's also... I mean, it's the same difference, right? We'll just play him now.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. If not, we can probably still kill him.
I think we've got it, because we got a pretty decent Amphibious Assault last play, and the Miner is not... It's not a great card, let's put it that way. Neither is a Cat Witcher here. Got a little bit scary, I must say, with that push.
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
Potentially, they should have even gone a bit harder in that round too. Not sure it would have helped, but... Got there in the end, very nice. So ended up losing to Patricidal Fury, but managing to beat everything else today. Not too bad, not too bad. Getting some MMR. Gonna take a while to climb up there, but we'll get there. So that's the video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks a lot for positive comments and feedback and everything. Makes me feel very nice. And thanks a lot for subscribing, of course, if you do choose to do that. That being said, I'll see you next time, guys. Have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.